What's up, world? Drunk Welshman here, continuing my day one Let's Play of Shadowrun Hong Kong. Hopefully, no more crashes on the horizon. This is part 5. Hopefully a 30-minute Let's Play. We've received our mission from Kindly Chang. And hey, there's something here to look at. The insulation on these heavy wires is cracked. They buzz and crackle occasionally as stray drips from the awning strike them. Hooray, flavor text. Law's Techno Palace. On a boat? Okay, whatever. Guess somebody I will get to visit later. Get me into the walled city. The thug taps his earpiece, gestures with his head. Auntie Cheng says you'd be coming. You can pass. Uh-huh. My sentiment, exactly. Choosing your team. Da, 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 da. If you've played Shadowrun before, you know what this is. Well, I need a decker, and I can't bring anyone else. Okay, well, then, going forward. The City of Darkness. Kowloon Walled City. The most densely populated spot on Earth. Nearly 40,000 people crammed into 7 acres of chaos, poverty, disease, and vice. Sounds like my college dorm. A self-contained city that collects no taxes and provides no city services. Stagnant water sits in temporary wells. Trash lies piled on roofs for controlled burns. Improvised structures lean dangerously over populated areas. It's the ideal breeding ground for all manner of illicit trade. Drugs, gambling, black market trade, meta-human trafficking, and everything in between. The only law is triad law. And now you need to enter this septic system of a city. Find a triad enforcer named Strangler Bao, and deliver a message from Kindly Cheng. This is different. I equip them at the offset. Oh, please don't break the computer. Oh, okay. I'm being stupid. I'm taking stuff out instead of putting stuff in. Huh. Okay, anyway. Yeah, I thought of doing that before I got here. Hope this game doesn't hold my hand the whole way. Come on, load, load, load. Thank you. Nope. That'll break the game. Foul, oily water drains down from above, mixes with the filth and offal of the swill of the streets, turns it into a flowing slurry of unrecognizable sewage. Sounds like my ex-fiance's cooking. In the distance, the sounds of back-alley activity add to the ambience at your rival. Breaking glass, the crackling hiss of a garbage fire. Faint screams of terror punctuated by the occasional gunshot. Sex and business and violence and misery blended into one. That is an exciting night. I want to be a part of that. Wu winces at the stink, waves a hand in front of his face. Raymond said that prosperity is in the walled city, but I don't see it. Why the hell would he want to set one foot in this place? Let alone two. Who knows? He'd have to be insane to travel to the walled city. As I think we said, it's the worst slum in the Eastern Hemisphere, maybe the worst in the world. She does her best to suppress a shudder. Can't keep the dread from creeping into her voice. I can't believe I grew up here. Let's be sympathetic. Sorry to have to drag you back. Isabel looks around her, closes her eyes. You could have brought Goblet instead. I would have been cool with that, but I need a Decker, goddammit. She peers up at the catwalks and sky bridges that connect the rotting tenement's sagging architecture. Frowning, she points at a spot in the distance. There was a market over there when I was a kid. Might not be a bad place to start. I thought you knew where to find Strangler Bao. I do. We need to get into the Lotus Den. That's what Bao calls the little island of control that he's carved out for himself here. It's a stupid name, but it's stuck. He'll have guards posted at every entrance, but we might be able to find a way around them through the market. That's what Kindly would prefer. They probably aren't expecting anyone to come in force. We can kick in the door, drop the guards, hand over the message, and get the hell out. Kindly didn't say anything like that. Oh, and Isabel agrees with me. Kindly doesn't want them dead. She wants them to remember where their loyalties lie. It's tough to remember much of anything when you've got a bullet in your head. I mean, we could kill them if you really wanted to. Technically, Bao is the only one that has to live, but I'd rather keep Auntie Cheng happy than piss her off again. We may need Kindly Cheng, but she doesn't own us. We make our own decisions. You know what? That'll be up to them. If they don't try and kill us, they live. Got it. Let's get this done. Dangling your feet there in the sewage? Romantic, I guess. Okay, what we got? A putrid stench emanates from the remains of this building. You see nothing that would cause it. It's probably a corpse buried under the rubble. And we got a merchant. Let me see your wares. A bedraggled old woman looks up from her sewing at the sound of your approach. Clothing, clothing. I sell good quality clothing. Very good sale. Might as well ask, ever heard anyone say prosperity is in the walled city? She cocks her head like a dog, listening to a noise that I can't understand. Prosperity? She sounds it out to herself. I don't know what that means. I don't know why I'm giving her a male voice. What's the news here? Anything interesting? Interesting here? No, nothing changes here. Nothing changes. She settles her weight with an audible harumph. Strangler Bao is the big man now. He is very important, very impatient. You know Bao? Yeah, I love it for breakfast. Oh, not that kind of Bao. We'd love to meet him. Well, he requested his suit, and it only took 1 day longer than expected. The bastard refused to accept it. She spits. You see your friend Bao. You tell him he's to owe me for my time. I don't sew for nothing. You can't eat air. Unless you're an air elemental, I guess. Yeah, we'll get right on that. She nods sagely. You see that they do. Now, what else do you want? Later, lady. You don't even have any lingerie to sell. Wasting my time. Okay. A bloodied woman. A young woman lies on the ground. She is a bloody mess. Streaks and spatters of crimson crisscross her blouse and mat her hair. Judging by the quality of her clothing and the bag of her shoulder, You'd make her out as a student. She's as out of place here as a librarian would be in a game of urban brawl. She struggles to move, but she's clearly exhausted. The dark circles under her eyes tell you that she hasn't slept in days. I doubt her intelligence if she's hanging out here in the walled city. When the woman sees you headed her way, her face hardens. You see her hand slip into her jacket pocket, but as she studies your face, the fear in her eyes give way to curiosity. You guys don't look like you're from around here. A hacking cough shakes her, but her eyes remain fixed on you. You either. What are you? Or who are you? I'm a student at HKU. My God, the Chinese love their syllabolic names. She glances around watchfully over your shoulder at the buildings looming above her and to windows nearby. Doing some research? I gotta finish before I can leave. You look like you haven't slept in days. That's because I haven't. Astute observation. I've been living with a family in one of the inner blocks for the past few months. I'm working on my thesis. It was bad, but I could handle it. For the past 5 days, though, I've been living on the streets, hiding from the predators. It's a funny place to write a thesis. Her voice takes on a defensive edge. It's the right place for mine. My thesis is on Feng Shui and the Sixth World. You are not going to find Feng Shui in a slum. Still in the data gathering phase, or are you attempting to verify a hypothesis? The student's tired face brightens. Verification. You know much about Feng Shui? Feng Shui, I think that's how it's pronounced. Anyway, specifically how it applies to here in Hong Kong? A little. Why don't you educate me? She nods. As you may know, Feng Shui is one of the 5 arts of Chinese metaphysics. Before the awakening, it was thought of as a philosophical system for harmonizing people within the surrounding environment, also called interior design. Today, in the Sixth World, Feng Shui is more than a philosophical construct. It's actually a form of magic. The whole thing revolves around Qi, the invisible life that binds every person and thing together. Don't you mean the Force? It's very real here in Hong Kong. The Force is real. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Nobody knows the reason why. Maybe it's only real because people believe that it is. So it's a placebo effect. Okay. The only important thing is that it's measurable, quantifiable phenomenon. There's an entire industry that's grown up around it. This doesn't look like the place where people are harmonizing with anything, except maybe laterally across a bed. No, it isn't. Not at all. The Feng Shui in the walled city is completely screwed. I mean, just look at the place. She gestures at the squalor surrounding you. The key here is all wrong. You could feel it, right? I felt that something was wrong the minute I walked in. Bad key, huh? I'm pretty sure it's open sewage, but okay. Key needs to flow. Positive Feng Shui allows that to happen. If a key gets pent up and trapped, it goes sour. That's what's happening here. Kind of like sewage. The woman clears her throat, then lets out a hacking cough. The effort requires a moment for her to recover before she speaks again. You know, I hate to admit it, but I could use some help. I started running as an, well, I guess you could call it an experiment of sorts. Complete your word. Nothing conclusive, just a few quick trials to support my hypothesis before I go into hardcore data gathering mode. There are only a few things left to do. If you could finish them for me, I could get out of here. She holds out a crumpled piece of paper. Please, follow the notes on this sheet. This is suspicious as shit. Duncan takes a paper from her outstretched hand and examines it, frowning. Just say what you need us to do. I need you to make adjustments to the area's Feng Shui. My notes will tell you how. The goal is to remove the sources of friction and to record the results. My hypothesis is that even a small adjustment can have a measurable impact on key flow. If I'm right, it should improve, and life here should get just a little bit better. This is such bullshit, but we're gonna go with it anyway. You rest. I'll take care of it. She's out to fuck me somehow. What one's yours? Step off what? Anyway. Repair the walled city. How do I track that? Can I track that? No, I can't. I guess just keep my eyes open. Alright, more dialogue. Hey, something to fix maybe. Let's inspect first. Wires sparking dangerously just above the doorway. Isabel, can you fix this? Sure, it's just basic electrical work. I patch cables in my deck all the time. What the hell are you doing to your deck? A quick patch job with some nearby waste rubber leaves the wires safe once more. Huh. I should go back to those sparking ones I saw earlier. The street vendor gestures towards a jumbled pile of tarnished chains, costume jewelry, and trinkets on a stained flannel blanket. Look at these beauties, very valuable, very pretty. Ever heard anyone say prosperity is in the walled city? No, he shakes his head. That is not something that someone would say here around here. Show me what you're selling. I don't have any. How can you stand this place? It gives you the stink eye. You mean my home? The vendor softens, becomes wistful. In my experience, you can get used to anything regardless of how horrible it is. Not entirely unlike most marriages. It becomes just normal after a while. But this place is getting worse, no question about it. Last 20-30 years been nothing but downhill. Nothing goes right here. Maybe you can change that though, by buying something, eh? That's the weakest pitch I've ever heard. See ya. I think I'm gonna keep doing my really bad Indian accent for every merchant I run across. Just because. I thought I saw some sparking wires at some point. Oh no, that was back at the other hub. Never mind. Okay, so apparently your character will run based on some arbitrary distance that you click away from them. I guess that works. That looks like trouble. Let's go this way. This market stall has been picked clean. Its owner replaced by a pool of dried blood. Man, the shit's tough in the FP. Or the WC, whatever the hell you want to call this place. Guess I don't get a choice. Or do I? You come upon a heavily muscled triad soldier screaming at a bearded old man holding a bleeding nose. The punk wags a cheap, disposable cred stick on the old man's face. This? The bright plastic case would look cheerful if it wasn't smeared with blood. This isn't enough. You've got two options, old man. You can find a way to pay me all the money, or you can drag your bony ass deeper into the wall, find a spot for yourself there with the pimps and the predators. They should find a nice use for you. Your choice. The old man wails. It's not fair. I can't just pack up and leave. I've been living here for 22 years, and I used to walk uphill both directions in the snow. Is this how it's going to be? He rolls his burly shoulders. Fine by me. Smackdown. Hell yeah. Hey, don't get into debt you can't afford. Even I know that. These tires have been set aflame and are burning for some time. The smell is awful. Meanwhile, in Mogadishu. Anything down here? Nope. Alright. Let's talk to the old man. He's out cold. Then why am I able to interact with him? Whatever. Bucket of sand? Okay. I guess let's see where this takes us. Down to the lower levels. Ooh, I like that little background hum of activity above. Can I hack it? Oh, finally. It only took him 2 games to realize you could ask a hacker in your group to hack things that you can't hack. Jeez. The door is secured by a lock with a badly dented keypad. The keys themselves are deeply scoured, as though somebody has gone to work on them with a penknife. Ask Isobel to bypass the panel. Nothing to it, boss. She loads up a program on her deck and effortlessly decodes the door lock. Easy money. Hey, that's a way into the Lotus Den. I guess we'll come back to that later. This terminal belongs to Bow's people. I bet that we can get something useful out of it. The terminal is locked with a password prompt. Ask Isabel to jack in. Or jack off, whatever. Yay, we're going into the Matrix. I think. Maybe? Yeah, there we go. Oh, interesting. This is a bit more interactive than it used to be. Oh wow, everything happens in real time. That's kind of exciting. Let's watch the way these IC programs do their thing. Huh. And there we go. Easy money. No IC here. Let's go right. Lots of IC here. They only get as close as there, so let's move up a bit. I guess I gotta get to the far side. So we got one going up and down the middle, back and forth. So that's not really an option. Okay, I think I see a pattern I can exploit. Yeah, there. Oh, faster. Oh, that was close. This actually kind of makes me feel elite. Oh, that was close. Alright, so blocker ice encountered. I can hack it. Failure causes that. Force. I'm sure you can hack. Oh shit, what am I doing? Okay, I have no idea how this works, and there's not a tutorial. Okay, let's see what happens. I guess I gotta figure out the numbers. Oh, I get it. It's like Mastermind. Seven, 6, 8, 5. Or rather, it's like Simon Says. 2, 3, 1, 5. 2, 3, 1, 4, 4. Dope! What did I do wrong? Oh, shit. I lost the pattern there. Shit. Fuck it, force it. I'm not gonna make the entire video out of that. So this is the Matrix I know. I guess I should just force my way through. Let's go ahead and get to cover. Let's swipe. It's all that work for nothing. Whatever. I bet this is pay info. Yep. I got the override key code. I'll admit there's more going on in the Matrix than there used to be in the previous versions of this game. That was pretty intense. I suck, but that was pretty intense. What's here? Oh, they're just gonna come right up and attack me. I guess I've alerted the system, so whatever. Let's go and hack the deadbolt to some hatch somewhere. I guess it'll come in useful later. And let's... Mr. Wizard, get me the hell out of here. I have to fight my way out. Maybe not. Jack out. Jack off. The jacker. Alright, and with that we're gonna save. I'll see you around next time.